Hello dears, good morning all. Today we are going to study the salinity of water and the density of seawater. Okay, so first of all we can study the salinity of seawater. We know that seawater is salty. Because of the presence of salt, the taste of seawater is saltish one. We know that. And the presence of salt in the seawater is known as a particular name. It is known as salinity. Clear? So what is salinity? It is the presence of salt in a particular amount of ocean water. Clear? So that is known as salinity. And we can calculate salinity of seawater by taking 1000 grams of seawater. Okay, and we can see that nearly 35 grams of salt is present in 1000 grams of seawater. It is the accurate, not complete or pure method, but even then we can say that it is the amount of the presence of salt in the seawater. Okay, so what is salinity? Salinity is the presence of salt in the seawater, and the salinity of seawater is nearly 35 grams of salt when we take 1000 grams of water. Okay, or we can say in another way that nearly 3.5% of salt is present. Okay, so now you study two important points, what is salinity and what is the average amount of salinity in the seawater. The average amount of salinity in the seawater is 3.5%. And you remember an important point that the salinity of seawater is not equal in all places. There are so many factors influence the salinity of seawater. In some places the salinity will be very high, but in other places the salinity will be very low. Clear? Okay, now we can discuss what are the important factors that influence the salinity of seawater. Okay, all of you listen here. First one, we can take the temperature, or we can take equatorial region. We know what is the important features of equatorial region. That means in that particular area the sun's rays always fall vertically and the temperature will be very high. Okay, so when the temperature increases, the salinity also increases. Do you know what's the reason? When the temperature increases, salinity increases. What's the reason? What's that? Yeah, very good. When the temperature increases, evaporation also will be very high. Clear? So when the temperature increases, evaporation will be very high. So what will happen in the ocean? When evaporation is going on, the fresh water present in the seawater automatically changes into vapor and it goes up. Clear? So the presence of salt will accumulate in the seawater. It do not changes into vapor. Okay, so because of this activity, the salinity automatically increases. So the first point, temperature increases, salinity automatically increases. Do you know what's the reason? In equatorial region, we can see this phenomenon because the temperature will be very high in that area. So when the temperature increases, automatically evaporation process will be very high. So because of the evaporation process or high evaporation, the accumulation of salts in the ocean will be very high. Okay. Then next reason, the land locked sea areas. This particular type of area, you know that in some part of the earth, we can see that a particular part of the sea surrounded by land. Not all parts, but 3 parts we can say in such places it is locked by land. So in such a particular sea part, the temperature will be very high. Do you know what's the reason? We already studied that during the daytime land gets heat more fast than the water. You know that what is sea breeze and land breeze you have studied in your previous classes, and at that time you studied that during the daytime the land becomes or getting more hot than the ocean. Clear? So when the land becomes more hot or it getting more hot, what will happen? The sea that is lies close to this land also started to getting heated. So in that area evaporation process started. So when the evaporation increases, automatically what will also increase? Yes, salinity also increases. Okay, so these are the important situations where salinity increases. Now we can discuss some other situations where salinity decreases. You studied the different stages of river, and anybody know what is the origin place of a river? Yes, what's that? It is source. Then what is the merging place of a river? Very good. What's that? River mouth. Okay. So, in places where river merges with the sea or any other water bodies, that is known as the river mouth. So, in these places, the salinity will be very less. Can you say what's the reason? Yeah, what's that? Yes, coming of the fresh water. We know that the sea water is saltish one, but river water is fresh water. Okay, so a lot of fresh water merges or it joins with the sea water. In which place? River mouth. So what will happen? Automatically the level of salt in that particular area decreases. Clear? So we can say in river mouth the salinity will be very less. Then we can take another important place, that is snow melting areas. Snow melting areas, especially in polar regions. You know that region fully covered with snow, or we can say ice. So that is fresh water. So when that fresh water starts to melt because of the heat of the sun, it automatically goes to the ocean. Okay, so there also what will happen? The fresh water join with the sea water, so automatically salinity decrease. Clear? Then another important place where the salinity will be very less is the place where heavy rainfall gets. Okay, that means when heavy rainfall gets in a particular parts of ocean, the rainfall gives fresh water, and when that fresh water reaches in that particular ocean part, what will happen? The salinity automatically decreases. Okay, now you studied 5 points. 2 points where the salinity increase. Which are the 2 points? When the temperature increase, salinity automatically increases. Then next one, in a particular sea parts where the landlocked area, we can see that what the salinity automatically increase. Then 3 other important points where salinity will be very less. Which are they? First one, the place where river mouth, or we can say river merges with the ocean. Next one, snow melting area. And next one, in a particular place where the heavy rainfall gets, automatically the salinity will decrease. Clear? So all of you please note this point. Over. Now we are going to study the density of seawater. Density of seawater. You know that because of the presence of salt, the density of seawater is in some part it will be very high, but in some other part it will be very less. Okay. And what is the reason for high density and what is the reason for less density? That we are going to study now. When the temperature increases, when the temperature increases, density decreases. Please note the point. Density decrease. We already discussed the point. When the temperature increase, automatically the density decrease. Clear? When the temperature increase, the evaporation process is going on there. So the water getting expand, and because of that activity, the density automatically decreases. Then another important point, density. Please note the point. Density increase. Density increase when the salinity increase. When the salinity increase. So please note these 2 points. There is an opposite relationship between the density and temperature. That means when temperature increase, density decreases. The second point, there is a direct relationship between density and salinity. That means when density increase, the salinity also increase. We know that in a particular quantity of water, the presence of salt will be very high. We can say that the density will also be very high. Okay, so salinity means the presence of salt. So if the presence of salt increase, or we can say if the salinity of a particular part will be very high or is very high, we can easily say that the density of the water in that particular area will be very high. Okay, then you remember that the temperature and the density and salinity of seawater is not uniform in all places. It may change from place to place. So, because of the changes in the temperature, salinity and density, the seawater or ocean water moves from one place to another. Okay, so there are different types of ocean movements. So, in the next class, we can study which are the important ocean movements. So, you please note that the ocean movements results because of the changes in 3 important points, which are the first one density, and second one temperature, and third one salinity. So, these are the 3 important points that influence or that causes the movement of ocean water from one place to another. Okay. So, study very well and prepare your notes. Okay, thank you.